keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Switch. Keep it rolling.
A first down throw for Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down now, Scott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Keep it rolling.
Here's Scott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Scott, and an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it rolling. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Steps away to his left, and his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Check three. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Watch him now, Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Barney! Hey, we got 3, we got 3 down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Block it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hold on.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down now, Scott. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. Runs through the contact. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On 2nd down, Scott. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Gone! Gone! Here we go now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Scott, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then.
And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he couldn't hang on on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He dumps it off for Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing sub-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Back to throw.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defense.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Powers ahead at the 45. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Set! Blue 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.